Fellas, it's time to do the Scape and Run Parasites tier list. I've done one before, missed a couple of them, and also had some differing opinions. Have some differing opinions come into conflict. Not gonna lie, this is all me. This is all my opinion, all my factual opinions. Oh, okay. So let's do this real quick. Okay, let's do this real quick. Farm animals. Okay, we might move this. We're just gonna get some quick ones down there. Okay, that's kind of like a super quick one. This is where we might get a bit confused. Now, obviously, I put these on C because they're a bit more, I tell you what, there needs to be a D. There needs to be a D. Okay, now this is factually correct. There's no way you're gonna complain about this. Now, this is a very controversial one here. The horse. You might be saying, the horse? What's so different about the horse? Hey, man, he's just that guy. The horse is just kind of that guy. Okay, okay, look at the horse is leagues above them. I can be with that. Okay, now these, honestly, they shouldn't hit you. If you play the game enough, they won't be an issue. They're like pretty, I'll be honest, dude, the bear, maybe the bear doesn't even belong here. Let me put the bear right here. So this guy really should be F. Same as these guys. The villager's slightly stronger. Okay, now this is where we get to the point where it's the heads. Heads are annoying as hell. Sometimes, they shouldn't be an issue, but they're like a little bit of annoyance, you know? Really, they should all be, I'll be honest, I don't think I've seen a horse head. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a horse head. I don't think it does anything special. They should all really be F. Somewhat fine. Okay, the spider too. This thing, it can be on D, but like realistically, it's not the toughest thing. It's pretty weak. It's like 22 health or something. Okay, now Thrall. Now this is honestly, he has the disadvantage of being actually really tall. Actually, let me check some stats real quick on him. Oh yeah. Yeah, 40 health, 13 damage, 5 armor. Let's see. Not really anything special. It can go on D. Like I said, I think its height really puts it at a disadvantage. Okay, now we got the next batch. Buglin. You know, this is the spawning guy. Google pull up Buglin. Now if you guys can see, this guy, nothing much to write about. But we go here, trivia. He used to attack the player. It was removed. So they actually nerfed the Buglin. So a bit unfair. And I tell you what too, it would be wise to not eat the Buglin. Just tells me something happened with the Buglin. They nerfed him quite a bit from what it seems. We'll give this guy a D, just a bit. I think he's just a bit more impactful. And then Ruptor. Ooh, god damn, you guys, surely you must know how much I hate the Ruptor. The Ruptor, this guy, oh god, he is so crazy. He's way stronger than all these. I'll tell you what, controversial opinion, B. He's B. I'll give him B. He's like that. He's that guy. I don't know how, he's like the strongest, he's most versatile, he's the fastest, he's so everything these guys are not. They wish they could be him. He might even go up higher. Then we got these little flesh guys. They're like lower. Like, yeah, they can spawn things, but okay, I put this incomplete blob up there a bit. Okay, now we got the primitives, fellas. These are like you start getting phase 2. You'll see these a bit more. These are way stronger. These are the actual threats. Okay, now we got primitive long arms. Primitive long arms, like I said, when you start getting the primitive stuff, they're pretty strong, all right? They're getting there. You know, 45 health, 15 damage, 9 armor. He has that AoE damage where I swear just insta-kills you. Maybe they changed that. Oh, so their damage is increased the less health they have. The damage will increase by 50% for every health they lose. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure this guy, he's just him. I tell you what, I feel like he kind of goes in B. Like, I think you can somewhat like kill him in an easier sense. But I just think he's the strongest of them. Okay, ooh, this one personally hurts me. Primitive Tuyazun. This guy, he's pretty new. I was not aware of him, and that is a bad thing, because if you're not aware of this guy, my god, he catches you by surprise. I don't know which other mod is somewhat equivalent to this. I think he's pretty tough. I think maybe he's like buggy, so you can cheese him, maybe. I haven't played too much against him, but he is definitely, I'll tell you what, B. And that's not just because I lost him in the hardcore world. That's not just because of that. He's different. When something's different and throws something new at you, that is a new environmental thing you have to create for them, I tell you. Reeker, there's a fear factor with Reeker that you just like, if you don't react to him, you die. And I feel like you could kill him if you rush him. Maybe. It depends on a lot of the things, but I don't think he's him like that. Well, he's him than more of these. Okay, we'll put it up there. Primitive Mangicator. His invisibility, tell you what, his invisibility, I think sometimes you won't notice it, but it's not like a big factor, I feel like. Like, I feel like he should be a bit more sneakier. But he's really not like that. Yeah, he goes in C. He's alright. Ooh. Primitive Yellow Eye. Now, I'll be honest, I would like to say this is more of a threat than, like, Mangicator. anything flying's annoying, but at the same time, I feel like you're like, oh shit, primitive yellow eye, man, get out of here. Just leave him alone. Like, he doesn't cause you much issue sometimes, but I feel like you can actually just ignore him. I guess if adapted comes out, that's an issue though. Primitive bolster, this little thicky dude. Now, if I recall, he's still kind of the same. I don't think they changed him. Yeah, this guy, he's probably the weakest of them. He's like a support one. He gives them health regen or something. Not the craziest thing ever. Ooh, primitive arachnid. Now, he shoots webs at you still, which is weird because I haven't seen it in a long time. I don't even matter. This guy's way stronger than C. It's pretty obvious he goes here. This is primitive devour. They don't even spawn yet. This guy, you can't even be in here yet. And we got primitive vermin. This guy. I don't know how this is a primitive. It is definitely supposed to be a late game thing. It spawns like gnats and shit. Gnats already a deal on their own. Little smiling friends, fellas. I tell you what, these like, any flying? Nah, this is A. This is like, this is annoying. And then the gnats, where are the gnats? These little gnat guys. Put him in put him in C. They're annoying as hell, man. The simulated squids. You know, you don't see too much because it's hard for them to get infected in water, but the few times I've seen them, I mean, they do damage. I feel like it'd be annoying. Like, what I'm thinking of, it's definitely like, this is to make sure the player doesn't do the water tree, so I feel like that itself is a good thing. So I feel like just by that, it can go and be. Like, sure, it's like a strong thing, it changes things up, it's in the water, not much things are like that, so I'm pretty sure that can be fine B. I don't know how I missed this guy, but we don't even need to be, actually, I don't know. I haven't noticed him too much, and they nerfed him. Maybe I keep him at A for a bit. I feel like A's fine. Like, he's definitely still an issue, I think. I need to play again more with this guy, but from what I can remember, he's definitely an issue. He's definitely an issue still. I mean, he's just a strong thing. It is kind of what it is. Okay, we'll get the adapters real quick. Spider arachnid, my god, he can ruin mostly anything. I want to say S, but put him in S. Maybe I'll change it if there needs to be, but I swear to god, this guy is just him. Bolster, he's got this new eating sucking thing. I feel weird putting adapters in S because you see them so early on, but at the same time with parasites you get overwhelmed and overran. I don't think an issue of they just kill you. Adapted long arms? Okay, but there's no way like, let me check some numbers. Okay, here's my rationale real quick. This got 80 health, 30 damage. It's his special effect that pulls you in that makes it so annoying. Like, I didn't even know it can miss. It says if it misses, I had no idea this guy can miss. He has like 100% accuracy hit rate. Goddamn. They can pull down flying mobs or players. Like, this guy's him. Like, this is a very unique thing. And we got this guy, adapted bolster. 105 health, 36 damage, which is crazy. And he has this new sucking thing. Now, you see, here's the thing. Now, this guy, adapted long arms, I don't think he's crazy like that. Like, don't get me, like, you're probably gonna get one shot by him anyways, but if you're speaking, you have a lot of armor and shit, maybe you don't. So for that reason, maybe we'll put him at A. I think we'll put him at A. Adaptive magic, same thing. Like, his abilities, I think his invisibility maybe catches you off guard, but I feel like you're tense on parasites all the time. You're not really letting your guard down. I don't think like this guy's gonna cause an issue because he snuck up. Like, it don't, like, they can ring bells like 10 miles away. It's not gonna matter. Like, invisibility, like this. Bro, it's parasites. I'm expecting you. There's invisibility doesn't matter at a point. You know, you can tell me in chat your chords, and I'm still gonna die to you. Probably. You can just walk to me. Primitive Reeker. Yeah, this guy still has that OP invincibility, that thing that just kills you, right? Yeah, the charge attack. I'm pretty sure their charge attack ignores immunity frames and creates great knockback and AOD damage. Yeah, I mean, surely he just kills you, right? He just, if they have things, I don't know. I need to make S plus, you know, because they're all just super OP. That, you know, that's the gist of it. Adapted Summoner, I would say he's the weakest of them, but like, it still doesn't matter. Like, that's still gonna kill you. Adaptive Yellow Eye, I think anything flying, it's new. Like, he's kind of weak. I'll be honest, guys, I kind of killed him on hardcore mode. He's not a big problem for me personally, but I can see how others might have issue with them. Now, his damage and health is actually pretty low. And I feel like its attacks aren't super volatile. Like, you kind of understand his attacks. It's not too crazy. Like, the poison, you can dodge a lot. It's just, I'll be honest, I might even put in B. Nah, okay, well, put it like low A type, you know? Alright, time for the feral fellas. Now, here's the thing. The feral fellas are somewhat new. I'll be honest, I haven't seen too much, but I've seen enough. Okay, bear. I mean, here's the thing. They're just super amped up. 38 health, 15 damage. They're doing more. It's late game type of thing. They're gonna be obviously stronger. I don't think they're too strong. Some of them will be, but bear, C, nothing crazy. Feral horses, I want to say it's pretty faster. I don't remember seeing it. Put Put it in C. It's same thingish. Okay, now we got the Enderman, but on super AIDS. Whatever. Give him S. Go ahead, fight me with that. This guy's got 80 health, 21 damage. He's super in and out. He's just him. Feral human. These guys, I mean, here's the thing. They're just like stronger versions when you get into late game. Not like super unique, super interesting things. It is what it is on these guys. Okay, that was the ferals. Really, they're just buffed up versions. Nothing too crazy. Okay, I'll stay on it real quick. These blue ones are like breacher variants. They break harder blocks, and remember, they're primitive even though they can't break sturdy block, or they're basically just like a stronger one. I mean, that just means it's a buff. Hey, they're basically just stronger versions. Unlucky. No reason to make like a super specific tier for them. They're just stronger ones, basically. Just extra super buffed up guys. Won't be talking about them. They're kind of just on their own thing. You know, if you see them, you're like, okay, stronger version, that's about it. This one's a funny one because like I don't know when I don't know when this is gonna happen. Maybe they spawn through other ways, but you know, it's a hijacked golem. From what I'm reading, it says when iron golem is attacked by a gnat, which is below 50% health. I don't know which situation. I don't know who's building these iron golems, but hey, honestly, it's a cool thing. Oh my goodness, 150 health, 40 damage. So that's cool, but I mean, that's just huge damage. It could be A. I don't know. We need to see this thing, but from what I'm reading and what I think, B's fine. It could definitely be A. I mean, that seems pretty strong. But at the same time, don't think this is happening naturally. So unless it spawns it or something else, not too crazy. Okay, we'll do the little turret tower things. Like, we're reaching the point where it doesn't matter anymore. They're just super. The tier list, they break the tier list. It's like they're just too much. So stage 1, it's like, okay, this is achievable. 33 health, 7 armor. This is not too crazy, but you know, sometimes it can get hard to kill something, and then you know, you really just pour lava. So we'll give this like a D, you know? Obviously, it's got the dispatcher tentacles. Where you guys at? You got the Caesars. Man, I mean, get this thing. Honestly, they're kind of annoying, dude. Maybe higher than B, but Jesus Christ, there's something. Dispatcher, surely they're S. Because they're make or break on some things. They're literally make or break on like your base. If your base isn't for it, then this just changes the whole thing. If dispatchers and Caesars, when they weren't in the game was somewhat like, I can see winning. I don't see how we win with these things. Okay, then stage 2. Goddamn, stage 2. Okay, we got 70 health now, 14 armor. They can get 5 Caesars. You know, at a point, I guess, you know, you put lava again, but at the same time, you know, okay, it's just harder. Okay, we put this in C, you know? And then it's the big jump, stage 3, 130 health. And now here's the thing. Obviously, lava. You put lava. But it's the issue of getting there. It's trying to leave. So it could be a suicide run, and that's like somewhat fine. 7 Caesars and 7 sentries to defend them. Oh, yeah, that brings up another good point that I hate so much. Sentries. Where you guys at, huh? A sentry, yeah. These things, put them in S tier real quick. Let me tell you what they do. They do a burst of 3 poisonous projectiles, which melt the player's armor in a few hits, each reducing armor's piece durability by 4%, and the poison lasts for 7 seconds. How do you beat that? Here's the thing. Regardless of what happens, regardless of how fast you kill it, your armor's breaking. Unless you have mending, I guess, which I don't know how you have mending. All of these things combined into already a big world. That's just, man, I want to see the craziest Parasites player who's doing all this shit. So like stage 3, okay, you put lava, but even then when you go put lava out, you're probably gonna get your shit rocked. This guy, well, I mean, surely he goes in A tier for bringing these guys out. And then here's the thing about stage 4. I'll be honest, I never get this high. 250 health, 28 armor. I mean, I don't think I've ever killed one. I feel like at this point you're dead already, but I mean, I can only imagine this guy probably puts out the lava himself. He has some personal guard puts out the lava if you put it on him, but surely it's S tier. Then we have Beckons. Beckons are kind of chill. They're not like super crazy. They're like really like doable, you know? Somewhat. They spawn the little sacks. You kill the sacks before it happens. Then stage 2 gets a bit stronger. Kind of like the same deal. I'm pretty sure lava, really, that's kind of all you do. Like, realistically, it's not an issue. Same thing. Okay, stage 3 is like when it really feels like it hits the fans. It's like, oh, you let this happen. You let this stay for way too long. But I don't think it's like super game over. Just like, we need the Avengers on this one type shit, you know? Like, I'd rather have a stage 3 Beckon than a Dispatcher 3. Easily. Then stage 4, again. Stage 4, I feels like, yeah, you messed up. You messed up. The game is over. You messed up, dumbass. They're just capable of instantly evolving any adapted below the adapted tier. They just evolve all the ones that are below adapted. It ignores the evolution system. I mean, if this happens, it's like super late game, I suppose. I can't imagine this is like something early on. It's like Dunzo Bonanzo if you see this shit. At the start of stage 5, like if you have this, that's when you get the node. The worms, I completely forgot about the worms. The worms are fun as hell. I like that aspect, but it's just sensing. I don't know how they spawn other than doing it yourself. Oh, it's summoned by sense. I mean, they send a whole mob at you. You can kill it, I think, before it disperses them, but I don't know if it stops. I think just put it in C. It's probably one of those like it's enough. Add it onto it. I don't. Maybe it's B. Host. This thing spawns in a simulated human, kills 5 skeletons. You used to see it a lot, but I think that's when they makes it like kill 5 skeletons. It's pretty cool and neat. I actually really like design and stuff. 50 health, 10 melee damage. Feels like it did more. I'm not gonna lie. It can be pretty troublesome. I think I want to say 50 health. It can just I believe go into the ground, burrow out. I mean, I think C. I don't think it's gonna give you too much trouble. I'll be honest. I don't think I've ever seen a herd, but if they're just this thing but stronger, I mean, things that dig underground like that, just give it a B. Simulated Ender Dragon. Okay, now like I said, this is the part where it gets to the point where it doesn't matter. Like realistically, what am I gonna say? It's so much like it's just like yeah, it's kind of A. It's not. It's S. It's S. Okay. 260 health. I mean, the damage doesn't even matter, right? 260 health. Like, what are you gonna do? It's flying enemy. She shoots a projectile which leaves a dragon breath cloud. The cloud inflicts poison and call of the hive effects, while the projectiles inflict viral, which already is something. Like, I'll be honest, I almost killed her when I had all that OP gear that I literally made to try to kill as much as I can. Dreadnought, 200 health. This one's getting reworked apparently, so you can't even fight it anymore. But from what I remember, from what the fellas have done it, honestly, it seems like somewhat easier than the Ender Dragon. But I mean, at the same time, what? Like what? It's just a flying OP thing. I'm not putting it on A. This thing's OP still. Like, it can be just not as OP as this, but it's still OP. Overlords also apparently don't longer spawn until they rework. Interesting. I fought a couple, but if they're gonna rework them, I mean, I remember seeing the range projectiles it shot out. This guy like does not move. He's like a sentry turret almost. From what I remember seeing, 250 health. I mean, what do you do again? We're at this point where it does not matter. Where it does not matter what they do. If you maybe get a one-on-one with some of these guys, you know, maybe Mangler. I'm not gonna lie, this guy isn't as versatile or athletic as Ruptor, I want to say. I mean, he hits though. So I mean, probably A. I mean, from what I remember, he hits. Goddamn Gigaruptor. Light Bomber's a funny one, because this guy, he's like, I feel like, from what I remember, he's like the first thing you see when it's like the end of the world. Like, it's doomed a bit. When you see this guy, like, it's starting. The damage is coming in a bit. He's the first you see, I feel. He breaks a lot. He breaks hardness block of sturdy stone, I want to say. So, like, he breaks your base if you're, like, not prepared. So, like, he's definitely, like, he could be, I mean, he's a flying thing. He breaks your blocks. It's really hard to kill if you don't have range, which I guess, honestly, I feel like range is, like, the best thing to get in this game, surely, right? Now that I think about it, I don't use range that much. Range is, like, the best thing, surely. Overseer, this guy, we used guns on this guy, and it did not matter. This guy's got even stronger, too. It doesn't even matter. Put him anywhere. There's S. They're gonna end your game, most likely. Unless you have some super juiced up mods. This little thicky guy, I don't understand. I thought he was part of a different mod. He's just a small little thicky guy walking to. It's a cool design, but like he's not doing nothing. Put him in C. Sometimes I get scared of him, but that's about it. The Boggle, whatever. 310 health, 70 damage. My goodness. They're flying stealth bombers apparently. And they have damaging immunity frame ignoring melee aura. They have aura. My goodness. I mean, anything flying, I've probably seen this guy. He's probably killed me on the phase 8 videos I was doing where I was trying to fight off phase 8, and guess what? It just did not work. Colony now here's the thing. The preeminence, I believe. They're just like 390 health, 50 damage. Yeah, at the point they're just like super strong. I don't know whose armor is strong enough for these guys. It don't matter. Same with Wraith. From what I recall, it was these flying goddamn enemies that kept killing me so fast. Yep, 310 health, 70 damage. I mean, rapidly shoot nades and bursts of threes. I don't know who's winning these fights with these guys. I'm gonna be honest. Oh, and they can go completely invisible. Okay, now I'll be honest. Well, I know what I said about the Manducator, but when something's in the air flying can go invisible. Okay, then I think that's when the invisibility really matters. The Haunter, 360 health, 114 melee damage. I tell you what, I'm gonna do a range playthrough. I tell you what, maybe my opinion will change on a lot of these because I feel like I just need to play range. That's what the issue is. But this guy, I mean, oh, I wonder where he goes. Yeah, S tier. The Suckers, 85 health. My goodness. And there's swarms of them too. They're so strong. There's even when you use melee weapon, like I gave myself such juiced up weapons. This little feller, this little infantry soldier I could not kill. Am I putting him S? I'll put him in A. I'll put him in A, but god damn. The Crux, he's still not in the game. I did fight one and he killed me, but I mean, like, from what I'm seeing, 70 health, 20 damage. Doesn't seem too crazy. Although, cool ass design, I'm not gonna lie. Like, what the hell? Honestly, he'd be, if I had to put him on, he'd be in C or something. Maybe B. Maybe B. I can't imagine he's too crazy. I'm not gonna lie. These guys, they might be, I tell you what. These guys, these primitives, they still belong in C, B above these guys because the breacher variants or whatever variants. These guys leaping, I feel kind of add a lot, but I don't think it's too big of a difference. And we got the heavy bomber, 420 health. Lord, who's killing this thing? Actually, I remember you have to be on a server with 8 other people or something to kill this thing, actually. But obviously, where does this go? S, of course. Then the warden, this guy also breaks sturdy block. I'll be honest, so maybe he's not as strong as I remember. 80 health, 25 damage. Okay, I'll be honest, if there was like an S plus tier, he wouldn't go on S plus tier. He's not that strong, like compared to these guys, but like, let's be honest, it's just, it's overkill. It's overkill at that point, fellas. I don't have that much hearts to begin with. Goddamn cave dweller damage. We got another little, like, little soldier infantry thing. They go in B. Actually, I don't know, they're kind of weaker. They go in B, because the suckers are definitely the strongest, though. So like other pure parasites, vigilance can summon up to 3 seizures to support them. Caesars. Yeah, so these guys, they get the Caesars, they get the dispatch tentacles, pure parasites. Yeah, I don't think, I mean, 70 health, 23 melee, maybe they're killable. They're probably still S tier, I assume so. Then we have the monarchs. I'll be honest, I saw them. There's some, like, I remember killing them. Yeah, I remember killing them, but they're still S tier, I assume. The marauder, however you say it. I don't think I've seen this guy. 120 health though, 40 damage. My goodness, my apologies. Heavy carrier, 30 health. I'll be honest, I get confused with these guys with the flying carriers. Both flying annoying gunnies, but I'll be honest, they're not like super. Oh my goodness. They can carry raptors, gnats, primitive yellow eyes, minimum 4. My goodness. I tell you what, for the sake of actual diversity of this tier list, we can put this on A, I think. Maybe. They explode on you. How much damage do they do when they explode on you? They inflict viral when they explode on you. You see, even when they're weak. Okay, well, they have 20 health. If you have a bow strong enough, maybe. And then this guy, light carrier. I've never seen this guy. Oh, they don't spawn naturally. Okay, well, that's all of them. That's all of them. These are just variants or doubles. Now, as you can see here, the takeaway is it really doesn't matter the tier list, realistically. I mean, you can change these slightly, but I think everything from above C can really anything above everything on this list can insta-kill you, given the right circumstances. Just to let you know. So realistically, a tier list, this can all be S, and it's going to be accurate. I'm not fighting that, to be honest. If you put all of them on S, I'll be like, yeah, that makes sense.